stories that we tell ourselves, right? And if we keep telling ourselves the same story over and over and over and over, it's going to give us those excuses. It's going to give us those reasons why we don't have everything we want, right? Oh, it's because of this. It's because of my childhood. It's because I did this. Oh, it's because I don't have enough money, or I don't have enough experience, or I've never done that before. I don't know anyone. We can make up stories and excuses our whole entire life. But at the end of the day, you got to rewrite the story,
100%.
right? So for someone like the little girl, it's like as she's older, she's like, wait, I stopped singing. I stopped talking when I was 12. Actually, I actually stopped singing when I was 12 because I had a traumatic experience. I was on a stage, forgot all the words, was in front of the audience, and was like, oh my God, haven't sang since, right? Have not. Don't sing ever. But it's like, it's funny because I've been so afraid for so long, right? And I was like in a singing group when I was little. First of all, this isn't like a I'm gonna sing thing. This is just like a story that we're telling. But I used to tell myself this story always, right? I had so many storylines of why I never sing. I don't sing in front of people. I'm afraid, and I'm this and I'm that. So in the last year, I challenged myself, and I'll sing at karaoke, kind of, with like one of my friends. But it's like, you got to rewrite the story. Okay, cool. When you were 12, you forgot all the words on stage, but now you're 29, and what does that have to do with it? Nothing. It may have been ingrained in your brain that maybe you're afraid that you're going to forget words again, or you're afraid to sing, or you're afraid of people's... At the end of the day, we're afraid of rejection. We're afraid of people's responses. We're afraid of criticism. But like in this world, we're all human. People criticize each other because they, like, a lot of people hate themselves. A lot of people don't like themselves. They're really criticizing themselves, and we're all just mirrors.
So on our last podcast, I told somebody, if I had one law in the world, which is tying into this, that everyone had to follow, would be that nobody knew what you did for a career, and nobody knew how much money you made. Everybody would follow their career and their passion, like what they actually want to do, because you would just do what you actually wanted to do. And I feel like a lot of people in the world fall into buckets to kind of like not look terrible and like not be judged, right? And I think those buckets are really big settling buckets, right? Where it's like,
I hate a settling bucket.
Right. And I think a lot of the world settles into a bucket so that the rest of the world won't judge them. And it's like, okay, you're a firefighter or an accountant, which are great jobs, but maybe you had a deeper passion inside of you, but you're like, you know what, accountant's a good job. Let me be an accountant. Everyone will think I'm good in life, right? But maybe you wanted to come to LA and be a singer, but you were like, shit, I don't want to get rejected in LA. I don't want people to be like, oh, what are you doing in LA going to be a singer? And maybe you could have been the greatest singer ever, but you fell into that bucket of, shoot, I don't want people to think of me in this type of way.
I think a lot of people end up in situations where they settle, but I think everything roots down to love and fear.
Yeah.
There's two words, love and fear, right? And at one point I was gonna, like, my friend got a tattoo that was faith over fear on their body. And I'm like, don't put the word fear on your body. You don't, words are powerful, so powerful. The way we speak to ourselves. Like you said I don't know what you said the other day, but you said something that I was like, don't talk about yourself that way.
Yeah, I said if this or...
No, you said I'm nobody. That's what you said. You did.
Something like that,
You said, no, you said I'm nobody. I said you're everybody. I said you're everything.
True, yeah.
I said, do not say that. And you were in reference to like something silly you weren't talking about in life.
I think it was like to Jay Shetty something. I was like, oh, I want to be something about Jay Shetty, but I'm nobody and he's Jay Shetty. And then you were like,
and I was like,
somebody.
No, you're everything. And you're Joe.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You don't want to be someone else. You know what I mean? Like you want to be you. Yeah. So at the end of the day, sure, I can sit here and be like, I want to be like a female. That's why I say like a female Tony Robbins or Jay Shetty or Mel Robbins, who's amazing. But I'm Alexa.
Right.
And that's the coolest thing ever.
Yeah.
And me as Alexa, I will make the biggest impact because I'm Alexa. And if I try to be like everyone else forever, it doesn't work.
Right.
That's why comparison isn't helpful. It's only helpful if you're looking at people who inspire you. You're looking at their work, their words, listening to their podcasts. Then you're going to be in a position where you're learning, right?
Yeah.
You want to surround yourself by people who inspire you, right? That's why I'm here. You guys inspire me. This is amazing. I can't wait to start my own podcast.
Too.
You're the mirror.
And I'm going to bring this back to what you just said, back to dating, right?
Yeah.
A lot of people on a first date or the first few dates, we always talk about this, act like the best version they think the other person wants, right?
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, I'm gonna be very calm and very smart and very stoic. And then that's not the real you. And the best thing is the real you. And that's what you should want, someone who wants you for you, right? So at date 4 or 5, the real you starts to come out and this person doesn't like you. It's not their fault because you didn't show them the true you right away. If you go on a first date with somebody and you show the true you, which is the best thing that you could be, and somebody likes you, that's amazing because they actually like you. not the person you're trying to be.